Andy Malone. I'm a Microsoft MVP as well as a Microsoft certified trainer. Welcome to this All You Need to Know episode. Today, it's all about Microsoft Stream, the revolutionary sharing and broadcasting platform that becomes part of Microsoft 365. What is it and how does it work? Let's take a look. So let's begin. So here I am in my Microsoft 365 Admin Center, and I'm going to go into Microsoft Stream. Now, if you've never used Microsoft Stream before, I get a number of questions. Firstly, who can get Microsoft Stream? But basically, every single Microsoft subscription has access to Microsoft Stream. Now, the one thing I would say is, however, you'll notice here that we have the capability to create a live event. Now, this can be up to 10,000 attendees, kind of like a virtual hall, a virtual village hall type scenario. This comes with an E5 subscription, but the rest of it, everything else, you get access to. So you get like your own kind of YouTube, corporate YouTube type space. And do remember that it's not just for employees, internal employees. You can also invite the public and you can invite external guest users here as well. So from Microsoft Stream here, you can see that there's lots of learning information with links and training videos and things there. You can upload your own videos. You can find content, search for content here. And as you can see here, you can also create your own content. So whoever's logged on here will be able to create their own content. As with many of the other applications in Microsoft 365, they fully integrate with Microsoft Groups as well. And you can create multiple channels. So, for example, you may have different requirements within your business, for example, marketing, sales, production, and so on. Meetings are all recorded. So if you're using Teams and you're using team meetings, then of course you might want to go back in and have a look at those and review them later. This is particularly useful for things like training sessions and so on. You can also set up a watch list. So if there's a particular person that you'd like to follow, you can watch them for any new videos that they upload. And again, likewise, you can also have a look at followed channels. Now, the difference between this and YouTube, of course, is that you can easily go in and, if there's a video that you don't like, you can delete it, assuming, of course, that you own that video. So you'll notice there that with your content, you also get a recycle bin. And like everything else in 365, this goes into the recycle bin for 30 days and then into a secondary recycle bin for another 63 days, for a total of 93 days. So you can go ahead and you can discover videos, so new videos, you can have a look at different channels, and you can search for, if there's a particular person that you want to search for as well. You can invite co-workers to upload their videos. And the nice thing is, by the way, when you upload a video, it does the auto captioning, so it will auto captionize using artificial intelligence, which is very, very cool, by the way. You just simply choose the language that you want and it will detect that for you. And the videos are, very, very high quality. You can see in this example, this is just a demonstration here. I've got a number of videos here and they're ready to play. I won't bother playing them for the purpose of this presentation. So nice and easy. You can search for content. Really, really easy to do. Now, the other thing that I'm going to go up to here is I'm going to go up to the little gear icon just here on the top right-hand corner. And you can see that you've got both my settings and also admin settings as well. Now, because I've got the Stream admin role, this also gives me access to the admin center for Stream. So let's have a quick look at this here. So first of all, one of the important roles that you might want to have within your company is to assign a Stream administrator. So, this could be somebody who's interested in the videos and producing them. You can also create what we call spotlight videos. These are videos that will appear on your channel right at the very top. One of the very cool features, as you can see, this particular subscription has the capability to do live events. So again, it can integrate with Microsoft Teams. You can schedule, so I can go in and I can schedule live events. I can see what live events are upcoming. And I can also go in and I can see exactly what's live now. So I can go in, I can create, do you want to create a live event? So I can, for example, go into the live event here. I can choose the language. So in this case, of course, I'm just going to choose English. So I will just, in fact, it's probably at the top. There it is. It's the default language. So I'm just going to save that. And you can now see that we're now, I can continue on. I can give the event a name, give some information, some metadata for it, choose the language, and I can choose a start and end date. Now, in terms of permissions, of course, I can then say, okay, who's going to have permission? So I'm the owner of this particular live event here. I can obviously set up options. So am I going to allow comments, for example, afterwards? Am I going to allow subtitles in there? Now, the other thing, you can choose your encoder. Analytics, so once the event is actually running live, I can see how many users, what kind of reactions I'm getting. I can also see the health of the video as well, so the quality of the broadcast and the recording, which is all really useful. Very, very useful stuff, actually. So live events, very cool. Now, of course, in terms of who's allowed to run stream events, who's allowed to manage it, this is where you might want to have a corporate policy. So again, you need to have some kind of control, some kind of guidance on who can create the events. Obviously, an acceptable usage policy, perhaps, something like that. So you can put a link to that corporate policy there, just so that your users, when they go into, let's say, Microsoft Stream, can click on and understand how it works. And you can also require that the user, the viewer, requires or accepts the policy as well. Usage details, again, this just gives me an idea of how much usage is going on with Microsoft Stream. You typically get about 0.5 gigabyte per user, which is, is a fair amount of data. So afterwards, you can store content in there. Now, of course, this all depends on your plan. And can I purchase more space? Of course you can. Again, there are different plans for Stream here as well. In the recycle bin here, obviously any items, any events or any videos that you've deleted, you'll see them here. And of course you can then say, yeah, I want to maybe restore this back. So you have the possibility to restore back. I can also create groups here as well. So this is kind of, I can create groups. So this is kind of a group here is an Office 365 group. And I can assign this, this is just another way of creating 365 groups. Support. So, of course, this is not necessarily Microsoft support. This is support in the organization. So any support tickets will appear here. Likewise, if you've got any comments, people timeline, this basically shows me, it detects the people. So one of the cool technologies of both Teams and also Stream is the ability for facial recognition. So, for example, when somebody's speaking, it will know exactly who the person is that's speaking. That's pretty cool. Content creation. So this is an important setting. So do you want to restrict company-wide channel creation? Again, this is something you can see that it's disabled, or it's on by default, rather, I should say. So you definitely want to do that. You may only want to have certain users or administrators managing this. Okay, so that's a nice setting. Okay, other things that we've got here, if you're working with a content development solution, Microsoft Stream works with a whole bunch of third-party providers. So again, you can add that in, and you would need to add in their detail here. Data privacy, of course, GDPR, European Data Directive, really important. So again, in here, you can manage user data, and this integrates with things like the GDPR solutions in Microsoft 365. Okay, then finally, if you have any deleted users, of course, again, Stream is part of 365. Any deleted users, you can restore them back as well. Have it. Microsoft Stream, the revolutionary media and broadcasting tool that comes with Microsoft 365. I really hope that you've enjoyed this session, and if you've enjoyed it, then make sure you click the subscribe button up there on the top right hand corner and come back and see us again for lots more in-depth training. Okay, take care out there. I'm Andy Malone. See you next time.